What's good, squad? What's good, my family? How y'all doing on this Saturday evening? Welcome back to the corner. Happy holidays. I know that we are all trying to get into the holiday spirit. I hope you all have gotten all of your shopping done, stocking stuffers, gifts that would just contribute to creating memories that will last forever. And I got somebody here today who could probably help with those things, last minute, or maybe something, for the future. So that's safe to say we back to business today. So I'm spotlighting yet another young boss lady today. She has a 9 to 5 and she has a couple of businesses. So it's safe to say she is a go-getter. Sis is a serial entrepreneur. And we love that here. We love it here in the corner. But definitely before I introduce her, go ahead. I know you saw it before. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know that you are in the corner with us tonight. Subscribe. That way you'll know when new content is on the way and populating because we got content. It's gonna stay dropping. So introducing a fellow boss chick, Latrice Dillard, y'all. Welcome her to the corner.
Hi.
Hey, girl. Hey. How are you this evening?
I am good. Busy, but I am great.
Busy and booked and busy. Love to hear it. But welcome to the corner, boss lady. Let the people know who you are, where you're from, and just briefly tell them what you do because we're going to get into it a little bit more.
Okay, I am Latrice Fox Dillard. I am one of the founders of CRAFTY Dillard and Dillard Digital Photography. My husband and I both co-manage this business together. We, in the crafting business, we do custom tumblers, t-shirts, keychains, ornaments, an assortment of custom items. In photography, we do weddings, baby showers, maternity shoots, birthday shoots. At this point, we do it all.
Yes, love to hear it. Love to hear it. I like staying booked and busy. I like different ventures, so that's right up my alley. Kudos to y'all, and then you got a partner to help you do it. That's wonderful. Now I know that you might be a little nervous. I don't want you to feel like this is a real big interview. Like I'm not Oprah or nobody and nothing like that.
Girl, I feel like I'm with Oprah right now. Seriously.
Good deal. Oprah in the making,
Yes, manifest.
We'll see. But we're gonna loosen you up a little bit. I like to do icebreakers. So we're gonna get into a little bit of this and that holiday edition. As it's December. Let's get into it. Just tell me which one you prefer. Um Pictures with Santa Claus or the scare pictures with the Grinch?
Oh my gosh, the Grinch. I love it. Love
it. Those are so hilarious.
My husband up like the Grinch. I love it.
I do too. I do. I mean, nothing against Santa because the new Santa bays they can get it. The new Santa bays, but I love the Grinch. I love seeing the faces when the kids realize, oh, the Grinch is behind me. Yeah,
exactly.
All right. Backdrops with the Christmas tree or having a real faux tree in the photo shoot?
Honestly, it's gonna depend. Mm-hmm. But if I had to make a decision, I would honestly say backdrops with the tree on it, just because I've had it to where people have fallen into the tree and kept knocking things off of the tree. So it's just better to have a tree there, or you can Photoshop a tree in.
That's my thing. I don't mind. I get you. So that safety clause,
yes.
you might want to do the backdrop. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Christmas ham or roasted turkey for dinner?
Oh, ham. I love hams. Got drizzled a little honey on there. Oh my God, it's delicious. Love it.
Yes. Try to get a little red pepper flakes in there too if you like a little spice.
Haven't had it like that. I have to try that.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now for your home, real Christmas tree or our artificial trees?
Artificial tree. I'm so terrified of it catching on fire. I can't do a real tree.
Okay, I've always done artificial trees. My mom, she is pro real tree. She wants a real tree so bad. But I like my artificial trees.
Yeah.
And the last couple years, I've been using a black tree.
Oh, that sounds gorgeous.
And it's like one of the slim ones, and it's so
Mhm.
beautiful. So we'll see about the real tree, maybe next year or whatnot, and give it a chance, one good time.
One time,
I
maybe
guess.
1 year.
Yeah. All right, last one. A designer bag or jewelry, like a wedding ring upgrade.
I'm gonna honestly have to say a bag because
Okay.
my husband has upgraded my ring multiple times, and honestly, I never wear it because if I'm home cooking or cleaning, I hate getting it dirty, and so
Okay.
I put it to the side. Well, then after it's time for me to run out the door because I'm usually late because the puppies got out or something, I never think to put my ring on.
Okay. Yeah, the bag would be beneficial to you because you know you're gonna need your wallet and your
Yes.
keys. Got you.
Yes.
Got you. But yeah, I probably would have said the ring. Ring, ice me, baby. All right, good deal, good deal. I think we warmed up now. We can get to it. Talk about these boss business moves. So, tell us, how did your photography journey begin?
Okay. So, in my teenage years, my parents actually brought me a point and shoot camera, which is basically the one that you get from Walmart where you just
Mm-hmm.
click it and you get a picture on a little screen.
I know.
So I loved taking pictures, especially when I ended up a couple years later having my baby. And I'm
Okay.
just like, I just want to take pictures of him all day long. And I'm just like, oh, those are kind of cute. Like, I'm kind of good at
Good at
this.
this.
And
Yeah.
so then they upgraded my camera. And so then I was just like, oh, yeah, I'm going to keep doing this.
Okay.
And once I got married and I told my husband about it and that I still love taking pictures, he was like, why don't you turn it into a business? I was like, wait, we can do that? And he's like, yes, we can do that. And we started getting clients and it's just been up from there.
Yes, I love it. I love it. It sounds like you had a creative passion. So have I. So I think when I first got my computer, it has a little kind of Photoshopish suite, came on the little disc, and I used to play around with invitations and stuff. I did that in high school because I made my own graduation invitations. Next year, I ended up making a whole bunch of other people's graduation invitations, and then I just stopped. But then later on, I got back into it once I found Photoshop, and I was like, "Hey, I can manipulate pictures."
Mhm.
So I get it, and it just never quite leaves you in some kind of way. Do you think
It's a
that you were
talent.
creative in when you were younger in some kind of way like that, like
Mhm.
something that related to pictures?
Scrapbooking and all of that. Like, it's a challenge. It's just, you will never know everything. You can always learn something. It's always new information coming out. So it's kind of just like, even when I get really good at editing these pictures, I see
Yeah,
another technique and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need to learn that. Like, my clients would
exactly.
love that.
I see a video, I'm like, how do I make that
Yeah.
happen? So I get you.
Mhm.
So how did it get into the one crafty Dillard, the crafts, the shirts, the cups,
So
keychains?
being crafty slash creative was like my outlet.
Okay.
So I've drawn. I used to be in the art classes in school, and then I kind of moved into, well, let me scrapbook, and I'm just like, well, let me try this, let me paint, let me watercolor, I was actually making door hangers at one point. I was making, the signs that you put outside the door when you
Yeah,
have a
like the
baby,
welcome.
in the
Oh,
hospital. Yeah, I was
okay.
making those also. And so I'm just like, well, I like this. It helps me to channel myself and channel my thoughts because I have anxiety. So
Okay.
when I'm creating something, I don't think about everything that's bothering me or all the what ifs or any of that. I only think about what's in front of me.
Yeah,
And
you're
so that's what
focusing on
kind
the
of,
task and
yeah, that's what started my journey with the creativity in One Crafty Dillard, because I went
okay.
from the door hangers to the shirts, And then I went and I saw a video of a tumbler, and I'm just like, I can do that. I don't want to buy one. I can do that. So I started studying, figuring out what I need to buy, and it's just up from there.
Okay, you sound like you definitely like a challenge, and that sounds
Yeah.
so much like me. If I see something, I'm like, I'm always wondering, like, what's the mechanism behind it? Like, how can I do it? I'm gonna try this. So that's always been my mindset too. So I get it. Awesome.
Yes.
All right. So, what are your goals in the next 5 years with both of these?
Okay, so my goals in the next 5 years for my photography business. I will be honest, during COVID, it kind of messed me up a while because I was so hesitant about going out, and so many venues had so many stipulations. We
Yeah.
kind of took a step back a little bit, but now since we're able to, we've been going full force. So we want to at least book one wedding a month and at least have 3 to 4 other shoots booked per month.
Okay.
However, they have to go around my son's schedule. So that's the kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just want to be consistently booked every single month and be able to keep elevating our products.
Got you. And that's a realistic goal. I applaud you for having it, especially thinking 5 years in. That's definitely doable. In that time frame. What has been the most memorable shoot that you've had? And it could be funny, strange, just maybe a little frustrating, happy. Tell us about it a little bit.
We had a wedding in Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
and they were of Hispanic descent. The bride was, and so of course her whole family was Hispanic. And that was the first time I had been to a wedding where I saw a money dance. And so while everybody was dancing with the bride, and they would come up and they would pin the money on her, and whoever pinned the money got the dance. And it was just an amazing atmosphere. Like that one particular wedding, the venue was gorgeous. Instead of having catering, they had this authentic taco truck outside. It was delicious.
Oh
Like
my
that
goodness.
was the most amazing one for me.
I'm gonna need you to find that truck name so I can
Like
know.
it was delicious.
Yeah, that sounds like it's so much fun. I've always been drawn to that particular culture, even when I was smaller, like the food and all of it. So yeah, I know you had fun.
Yes, it was amazing.
Good deal. So what personal milestone have you met with the business so far?
Okay, so
Or
I
with both of
have
them?
taught myself bookkeeping for the business.
Okay.
Um, that was something that I had on my goal list for last year, that I wanted to become more financially literate in regards to the business. And
Okay.
so income coming in, expenses going out, it's being written down so we can keep up everything, and how we are able to buy new products, new props, supplies, everything. Like everything is being detailed and invoiced.
Yes. And that way, like when you do finally you're able to hire somebody to do that, you already know what it should look like.
Yeah.
So there is no funny business going on later. So I applaud you, girl, because
Yeah.
that's like the hardest part,
Yes.
especially me when I don't like numbers. So yeah, good deal. Good deal. So I personally own a Sony camera, but I plan to get a Canon Rebel for video purposes. Nikons are nice too. What type of equipment do you use, and are you partial to one brand?
I love Nikon. Nikon is this my jam. Like I have three Nikons and a Canon. We
Okay.
never used the Canon. Um, I used it once, and it didn't vibe with me. So once
Okay.
I used the Nikon, I'm just like, oh, this is it right here. So every time I upgraded, it was Nikon all the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think it was a Nikon used in journalism. I did like it was nice. The Canon is nice too, and I was just saying from my YouTube journey, how the video quality looks, and I would like one for video purposes. So yeah, if you got any other recommendations for me, you know, let your girl know.
Now, I will tell you that it's easier to get a prime lens. Well, let me rephrase it. I prefer prime lenses, which is
Okay, that was my next
basically
question. What's your favorite
they don't
lens?
go in and out. They're at one specific depth
Okay.
and you stay there. So if you have to get closer, you have to move closer. And I prefer that because if you go in and out, when you zoom in and out, you can lose camera quality if you don't check the settings. And when you're in a fast-paced situation like a wedding, it's kind of hard to constantly check your settings and not miss something. So I
Exactly.
prefer the prime lens.
Okay. Got you. And that's for what about in studio type of settings? Same thing.
Even if you do it, yes.
Okay.
You just have to sit it where you want it. That's the biggest thing. But
Okay.
if you do want to zoom in and out, I would say that you need to make sure that you have your settings checked, especially your lighting.
Gotcha.
That you're good from every angle. Because if you zoom in and your shutter speed is off or your aperture or anything like that is off, it's going to make it completely dark or it's going to be pixelated.
Yeah. And we don't want that. We don't
No.
want that.
Need to look good. We need to look good.
Exactly. So when you're out on a shoot, what's the top 3 things that are a must? What they come with you every single shoot?
I take literally every single lens that I have for my Nikon. I have 2 camera bodies. I have 3 batteries. I have 5 SD cards. But if I'm going to a wedding, and I know this is weird, but I've noticed that a lot of weddings, they don't really have a coordinator. Or if they do have a coordinator, they don't really pay a whole lot of attention to detail. And so I've gotten to where brides need scissors or batteries or stuff like that. So I kind of keep it tucked in my bag. I'm just like, hey, don't worry about it. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. It sounds like wedding coordinators should be on your list too, you know.
I try to make it as good for them as possible because it's their day, and I don't want them to
be
feel
stressed.
Like, I don't want that. Because you'll see it in the pictures, and ultimately that's on me. So,
got you. That's amazing. And I agree. I always have you extra batteries and SD cards, and I need to have that on deck myself. I need to keep reminding myself that because I need it. I need to know where my extra battery is. I don't know where it is at this point.
And then you have to check your SD cards because sometimes they'll get to where they don't work, and you'll be in a situation where you need it to work and it just don't work.
Yes. Do you like indoor shoots better or outdoor shoots?
Honestly, I love outdoor shoots. But the problem with outdoor shoots is you have to have the lighting perfectly planned. So you can't, I'm not going to say you can't do it at noon-ish, but I hate doing shoots at around noon because the sun is so hot and the shadows, and it's not really good light unless you go into some shadow somewhere. So I love family shoots in parks. I love it. It's just like you get to see how they interact. You get to just go play hide and seek or hold hands and walk, or you get to tell them crazy things to do and they just laugh and you just get all of it on film, and it's just beautiful to me.
Love it. You're right. I think outdoor, is unpredictable. So you have to figure out how to make it work. But when you find, I know one of the tips that one of my photography instructors told us, he was like, pre-plan it. But of course, unexpected things are going to happen. But at least you have a general idea about the time of day. Yes. Especially if there's not intermittent rain coming into play. But it's always unpredictable. But like you said, you can always make it fun by doing those extra things to catch those. I say off guards are always the best. So.
I love them.
Yeah. Girl, you're gonna make me cry over here. All right, I know art projects are therapeutic for me. How therapeutic is it for you making your crafts?
It's like when I'm doing it, I don't hear anything else. I'm so focused on it. They can honestly, my husband can be talking to me and he have to like, hey, can you hear me? I'm just like, oh, what did you say? Like it just like I said, it helps me to block out everything and just focus.
You're in the zone. And I know you mentioned
Yeah.
earlier about anxiety. I think, who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody at work, and we were like, they say people who anxiety always watch the same things, or they always do the same things because their repeated behavior gives them more control. Like me, I watch Charmed, the old Charmed. I watch it over and over because I know what's about to happen, and that for some
Yeah.
reason it keeps me calm. Like right now, I want to go binge watch it right now.
If you watch something new, I just tried to watch, you know that movie Beast with Idris Elba?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to watch it. I couldn't watch it. Like I kept pausing it and stopping it because I'm just like, I don't know what's gonna
No,
happen.
about
I
that.
don't want something to happen to Idris. No, not Idris. And I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't finish it.
Not my baby Idris.
Like, no, I just can't do it.
Don't get him.
Can't do it. Couldn't finish it.
I get you. See, and there's our anxiety, the unknown of what's about
Yes.
to happen. So yeah, it happens to me too, girl. It does. All right. So, what has been your favorite request so far with your crafts?
I love, okay, so got into a little thing with my husband. So when I learned that there's different kind of glitters, like crafting glitter is like the glitter you get at Walmart, but like glitter you use on tumblers is like this kind of upscale, new kind of, yeah. Like when I found Glitter Heart Company, oh my God, like the glitters are so gorgeous. There's so many different colors, there's so many different kinds, there's some with shapes, there's some with words. Like it's just, it blew my mind. I just started buying all these glitters, and so I love a glitter cup. Like I love it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that I think that'll be the only reason why I accept glitter, because I've said in a couple other of these lives, I'm not fancy on glitter when it comes to like logos and stuff like that. When people be like, make it pop, but a cup, yeah, we can make that work. A shirt, we can make that work.
Yes, I love it. Oh, and alcohol inks like your cup.
Mhm.
Been a journey for me with alcohol inks. They have so many different colors. There's
Okay.
so many different things that you can do with them. Like even when you mess up something, you're just like, wait, I can make this work. And then
Yeah.
when you finish, like, oh my God, that is amazing. I just did a new style. Hey, that's my style.
We're gonna call it beautiful chaos. Beautiful chaos. It turns out beautiful anyway.
Yeah.
Speaking of my cup, like I said, y'all know that I'm in transition. I'm in the process of unpacking things and all of that. But here is a video of my cup that she did, and it was superb. I love this cup. And y'all see it, Kaylee the boss, bossing. You see it. You see it. You see it. One more time. You see it. Yeah, and then my signature color, I love red. So you did
Red, my
perfect.
favorite.
It was perfect.
Yes.
We have some other items over here. Let's take a look at some of the things that she does. Here are a few more cups. You cowboy fans, go ahead, holler
There
at
are a
her.
lot of cowboy requests.
Listen, my mom is a cowboy fan. You will be getting another order from me soon. People who like cheetah print, let's leopard print, any prints, she got you.
Mm-hmm.
Those who are needing photos and photography services, what areas do you frequent? Like who's the most that comes to you? Is it just Memphis area, or are
We've
you down to
done
travel?
Memphis, we've been to Grenada, we've went to Winston County, we've been to Lee County, we've been to DeSoto County. We've even gone into Tennessee.
Okay. So how far are you willing to travel? Because we got some sports,
Honestly,
I
as long
know.
as they're we pay for it, baby. We travel.
Okay, traveling. Y'all hear that right? Sports, we have our babies who are about to graduate and things like that. You want to highlight them, go ahead and holler at her. You looking for a birthday shoot, anniversaries, any special occasions. Look at that. Look at her.
She is actually one of my biggest supporters when it comes to my business. She has been modeling for me since she was in high school, and she is now in college getting her LPN. This will be the
Congratulations,
second time
girl.
graduated from college. She's starting a crafting business of her own. I'm so proud of her.
It sounds like you being an inspiration too. Look at you. I love it. Love to hear it. So what do you think is one of your greatest strengths when it comes to entrepreneurship?
Commitment and consistency.
Love it.
Because even on those days, and like you said, I work a 9 to 5. I'm a social worker.
Mm-hmm.
And that is so... It's one of those heartbreaking jobs sometimes, but it is one of the most rewarding jobs that you can have. But some days I come home and I'm just like, I just want to put myself in a box. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to be left alone. But it's just like, no, you got orders. These people need their orders. You have got to suck it up. So
yes.
consistency.
Consistency. Love it. Love it. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a break and kind of helps you to de-stress after a long day. So I get it. I like it. It's constructive time.
It is.
All right. So what areas do you think that you could improve in?
I haven't been paying as much attention to my orders where I have to construct the designs myself. If I do get a custom order, like say for instance, I have an order right now that I'm working on. A lady asked me to compile different pictures of her dog with family members. So I'm working on how to do that. I don't just like to put pictures on cups.
Mm-hmm.
If pictures on a cup, I want it to have some border. I want it to have like there's something to make it pop, something to make it pretty. So I spend too much time working on those when I do have them. And so when I get them, I'm kind of just like, ugh. But I'm just like, no, just go ahead and do it. But I spend a lot of time on it because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist.
And most of us creators are. So yeah. I get it. So just time management when it comes to those particular orders, basically.
I want it to be perfect, and I end up spending too much time on it.
Time is money. Time is money. Especially when it's again, the attention to detail. You're asking me to do just a lot extra. Picture manipulation can be a little, and people are picky about their pictures. I rarely do obituaries. It has to be something spectacular, like not spectacular, but something really dire for me to say yes to an obituary, because so many people are going to have so many comments on what should and should not be there. And I had one person, they wanted me to edit the main picture for the front, and it was like one of those, when you take the picture, one of those old pictures. Yeah, those one of the Polaroids. Thank you. Because it wasn't coming out. It was a Polaroid, and you could tell that it had been in the scrapbook. It had stains on it. So they was like, "Can you make this better?" And then I did, and it looked like it was brand new. And they were like, "It looked too clean," because they had gotten used to. So it was like, I spent so much time on making this better, and then for them to say return it back to what it was like. So
I feel like that would give me anxiety, because your work, the quality of your work, the product, what everybody sees is a direct reflection of you. You can get new orders, you can get new customers based on the product that you put out. And I feel like when because I have been asked to do obituaries also, and I'm kind of just, that is the main reason why I won't, because I know they're going to be all of these older depixelated pictures. They have all these issues with them, and if I don't feel that the picture quality is going to freak me out sending it out, because I feel like that's going to be a direct reflection on me, even though I know it's about what the family wants, and I completely respect that, but I don't feel like I'm the person that would be able to do that.
Yeah. You get it. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, so it like I said, it has to be a dire reason why I'm doing it. But I have done it. I even did one for my own aunt. So it takes a lot. That's an emotional process. So yeah. And then you're trying to do it in within 5 days. The time restraint alone is gives you anxiety.
Stressful. Yeah.
All right. So what keeps you motivated?
I want to be successful in all avenues of my life, because I want my son to see that I'm not going to say I started from the bottom, but I built my businesses from the ground up. I'm still keeping my 9 to 5. I'm still excelling in that area of my life. You can do anything that you put your mind to, and I want him to know that. Even when it's time, when he gets old enough for me to start teaching him what my businesses are and how to maneuver in them, teaching him skills. So when I'm no longer here, if he can't do anything else, he can make a cup and he can take some pictures and he can edit them and he can make a business of his own.
Yes, generational wealth and knowledge. Yep. Love it. Love it. I always say, if you can do at least 1 or 2 hustles, you always have money.
You can have some money.
Yeah, exactly. Like college students, if you can find some type of hustle, then you always have money. So if he could take that on into college, at least he'll be good. He'll be good.
That is my plan, and hopefully we're working on it.
Good deal. Good deal. So who is Latrice outside of business? Tell us about her.
Oh, she's a homebody who likes to binge watch television shows. I like to learn new skills. So at one point I was obsessed with learning how to cook different things. At one point I was upset. I wanted to learn how to make clothes. It's just, I like trying new things. I like new experiences. I try to be open-minded, try to be self-aware, try to consistently work on myself, and just making sure that my son and my husband are okay, spending time with my family. I'm very family oriented. So outside of my businesses, I just try to be an overall good person.
I love it. It's so positive. It's so warming to the heart. You know, I'm a creative. I'm a homebody. We relate so much. Okay, so if you had any advice for other creators and future business owners, what is it?
Never stop selling your product. Always believe in yourself. If nobody else believes in you, you believe in you, and you keep doing what you're doing. And your customers are going to be people that you do not know, that you probably see on Facebook, that wear your products. I don't know how many times I've been out in one of my own shirts and I was like, where did you get that shirt? I was like, I made it. And so there are new customers. Products are selling by influencers. Be your own influencer.
Period. Be your own walking billboard. I went out today purposely in this shirt. I did. Shout out to Dope Discussions Podcast. They gifted me with a Black Podcaster shirt. But definitely go ahead and let people know where they can find you.
You can find us on Facebook, our One Crafty Dillard business. We have a Facebook group. We don't just talk about tumblers. We ask about other people's businesses, what promotions they have going on, what specials they have going on, their occupations. We try to make it as interactive as possible. We are on Instagram, One Crafty Dillard 2020. We are on TikTok, One Crafty Dillard. Dillard Digitals LLC. We have Dillard Digitals on Instagram. We have Dillard Digitals on TikTok.
Okay. Y'all catch those names. I'm gonna put them back on the screen so you can see. Dillard Digitals Photography. That's off of Facebook, but you said you also on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool beans. And One Crafty Dillard 2020 on Instagram. One Crafty Dillard on TikTok. What's the TikTok?
Yes. And we do have our own websites, dillarddigitals.com and onecraftydillard.godaddysite.com.
Awesome. Well, you guys, that's our time. Honey, I thank you for carving out just a little bit of time for us tonight. You know that you are always welcome here.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. And there you have it, squad. You know what it is. Until next time, keep it bossy, keep it saucy, and don't forget to tell your girl how you bossing. Bye.